I've been getting this question a lot. Should I get a trust, and what would I use a trust for? Well, personally, in my opinion, I think that every American should have a trust. But in terms of what you would use the trust for, completely depends on what your current situation looks like. And some of the events that you would want to trust would be if you have a permanent life insurance policy, like an IUL or a whole life policy, and you have children who are minors, or if you want to have control over the death benefit and how that money is used when it pays out, instead of the death benefit getting paid out directly to your beneficiaries to the point where they can just freely spend it as they please, instead you could have the beneficiary of your life insurance policy be a trust, and then the death benefit would pay out into the trust, and you put rules on the trust that dictates exactly how individuals can take money out of the trust. So you still have full control over the money even though you are no longer here. Another example would be if you are a business owner or a real estate investor or something like that, and you have a lot of assets. Well, then you would want to structure more of like an asset protection trust. And the reason why you would do that is so that you are taking your name off of all of these pieces of property, right? So for example, if you're a real estate investor and if you own 25 homes, well, you don't want your name on all 25 of those houses. You want those houses to be within the trust. You want the trust to own them, but there's layers to it, right? So you would have the trust own a holding company, then you'd have the holding company oversee an LLC, and the LLC would own the actual piece of real estate. So therefore, you are completely separating yourself from the real estate properties so that you are not liable for anything that happens. Another example of when someone would need a trust is when you are getting a little bit older and you have all of your assets, and now you are setting up your estate plan strategy. If you're a business owner, something that you might want to put into the trust is your succession plan for that business. Again, for your estate plan, another thing that you'd want to do is actually divvy up all of your assets and decide what is going to go to who. Just so that there are no arguments and there's no discrepancies. Everybody knows exactly what they're supposed to be getting and what they're not supposed to be getting. So the main reasons for getting a trust would be just for probate protection, asset organization, and estate planning. Those are probably the most common 3 reasons as to why someone would be getting a trust. And if you're not sure exactly what you would want to use your trust for, or if you're not sure how to set it up, then you could do one of 2 things. You could click one of the links in my bio to go ahead and join our community so that you could actually take our courses and read up on resources and jump onto our weekly trainings that we host to learn more about these trusts. Another thing that you could do is you could book a one-on-one with us to go ahead and jump on a phone call with us, ask us your specific questions, and then we can just answer those for you right away. For more content just like this, make sure to subscribe.